The TurkStream pipeline is a critical piece of energy infrastructure. It stretches beneath the Black Sea, connecting Russia to Turkey and further into Europe. As of early 2025, it stands as the sole remaining pipeline capable of delivering Russian gas to European Union nations. This precarious situation arose after Ukraine opted not to renew a gas transit contract with Russia at the close of 2024. The pipeline is not just a conduit for gas, it represents a vital energy lifeline for the European Union. The pipeline's importance is magnified by the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. The war in Ukraine has disrupted traditional energy flows and heightened tensions between Russia and the West. Against this backdrop, the TurkStream pipeline has assumed even greater significance. It remains one of the few remaining avenues for energy cooperation between Russia and certain EU member states. The pipeline's existence underscores Europe's dependence on Russian gas. Despite efforts to diversify energy sources, many European nations still rely heavily on Russian imports. This dependence gives Russia significant leverage in its dealings with the EU, particularly as winter sets in and energy demands soar. The TurkStream pipeline, therefore, sits at the heart of a complex geopolitical chess match, with energy security, political alliances, and the ongoing war in Ukraine as central themes. On January 14, 2025, Russia leveled serious accusations against the United States and Ukraine, claiming a plot to sabotage the TurkStream pipeline. Russian officials alleged that the United States encouraged Ukraine to carry out attacks on the pipeline, further escalating tensions between the nations involved. Russia claims to have thwarted an attempt to target the TurkStream pipeline on January 13, 2025. According to Russian defense officials, 9 Ukrainian drones were detected approaching the pipeline infrastructure. The drones were allegedly engaged and neutralized by Russian forces before any damage could be inflicted on the pipeline itself. This incident prompted immediate condemnation from Moscow, with Russian officials labeling it an act of energy terrorism. The Kremlin accused Ukraine of engaging in dangerous provocations that threatened not only Russian interests, but also the energy security of Europe as a whole. This accusation of energy terrorism reflects the high stakes involved and the Kremlin's attempt to frame the incident in a way that casts Ukraine and its Western backers in a negative light. The alleged drone attack on the TurkStream pipeline came amidst a flurry of military activity. On the same day, Ukraine launched a massive air offensive against targets within Russia. This offensive, involving hundreds of drones and missiles, targeted industrial facilities and caused disruptions in at least 3 Russian cities. The timing and scale of the Ukrainian offensive raise questions about a possible connection to the alleged drone attack on the pipeline. The accusations surrounding the TurkStream pipeline have sent shockwaves through Europe, particularly among nations heavily reliant on Russian gas. The incident has exposed the fragility of European energy security and highlighted the potential for the Ukraine conflict to spill over into neighboring countries. Slovakia, heavily dependent on Russian gas supplies, has emerged as a vocal critic of the alleged attack. Slovakian officials have warned that any disruption to the TurkStream pipeline would have dire consequences for their nation's energy security, potentially leading to shortages and economic hardship. In a move that underscores the severity of the situation, Slovakia has threatened to block further EU support for Ukraine if the pipeline is attacked again. This stance reflects Slovakia's prioritization of its own energy needs and its willingness to break rank with the EU to secure them. The Slovakian response highlights the difficult choices facing European leaders as they navigate the complexities of the Ukraine conflict and the continent's energy needs. The alleged attack on the TurkStream pipeline has drawn immediate comparisons to the Nord Stream pipeline sabotage of September 2022. In that incident, explosions crippled the Nord Stream pipelines under the Baltic Sea, cutting off a major route for Russian gas to Europe. While the perpetrators of the Nord Stream sabotage remain unidentified, the incident heightened tensions between Russia and the West. Russia accused Western intelligence agencies of orchestrating the attack, while Western nations pointed fingers at Russia, suggesting a false flag operation to sow discord in Europe. The parallels between the Nord Stream and TurkStream incidents are striking. Both involve alleged attacks on critical energy infrastructure, both occurred against the backdrop of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and both have further inflamed already tense relations between Russia and the West. The alleged TurkStream attack, coming just over 2 years after the Nord Stream sabotage, raises concerns about a pattern of escalating attacks on energy infrastructure. It also highlights the vulnerability of these pipelines and the potential for future incidents that could have far-reaching geopolitical consequences. As of January 14, 2025, Ukraine has not issued an official response to the allegations regarding the TurkStream pipeline. The silence from Kyiv adds to the uncertainty surrounding the incident and leaves many questions unanswered.